Welcome. What's good? You know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, or whatever. Welcome, $1 billion Vibe Tribe, peace fiends, peacelings, peace dealers. What it is, what it do. How you doing? How you doing? Can y'all hear me well? This mic is better than I expected. I don't know why I stopped using it. You can now enjoy my sexy voice. How y'all doing? I love the love. I love the love. What's good? Now, get this, guys. In about 2 weeks from now, we doing the clapback spell. This clapback spell is like a pay-per-view event. I don't think y'all know. We are about to clap back on the collective because people want to mess with the $1 billion Vibe Tribe. They don't know we got Scorpios in the clique. They don't know we got Cancers in the clique. Comment your zodiac sign right now, just so we can let y'all know, just so anyone watch. I know some of you spies is watching. We just passed Cosmic Agent season. We about to enter Scorpio season. This is when we meet the sleeper cells. This is when we go head to head with these spies and we show them 6 months of work. We got some Scorpios here. We got some Libras here. We got some Pisces here. We got Virgo here. We got Leo here. I see Libra, Aries. I see Pisces. We got Gemini. We got all the signs, son. We got Cancer. We got Aries. I know we got Taurus. I know we got Aquarius. Okay, I know. Okay. Ain't nobody messing with the $1 billion Vibe Tribe. Period. Period at all. And people want to, if anyone messed with you, they mess with the $1 billion Vibe Tribe. And what are we all about to do? The 12 zodiac signs is the body of the cosmological Godhead. Okay, Aquarius is the mind. Pisces and Cancer is the soul. Leo's the heart. When we come together, there is nothing that we can't do. Nothing. When we set intentions together, it's a wrap. Ooh, we're going to have a full moon ceremony soon too. So maybe I should save this for the full moon ceremony, but we'll do it again then anyway. Or maybe not. We're going to do this now. We are going to start this off with a ritual. We're about to do a huge spirit bomb. And the only reason why I want to do this right now is because I want you to see clearly the real-time effects on what you do on other people around you. Just so I'm not some madman yelling into the mic, okay, talking about, we're connected, we're dope. Nah, son, we're the $1 billion Vibe Tribe, okay? Someone suggested this. We gonna do this. Shout out to my 12th house suns and moons. Shout out to my 1st house suns and moons, my 7th house sun, moon, and risings. You can't be a 7th house rising. But yes, shout out. Okay, we are doing a clapback spell. We've just been letting Jupiter build in Scorpio. People been throwing their shade. People been throwing subliminal shade, like throwing backhand compliments, not saying or doing things. People been getting sensitive. Dark creepiness has been exposed and coming out. Okay, and you know what? It's just been building. And then November 7th, it's going to be 29 degrees, and we're going to clap back. We're going to clap back. Boom. 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 Okay, so bear with me. For 2 weeks, I know a lot of you are feeling that negative juju. If you do not believe in psychic attack, because there's a difference between psychic attack and there's a difference between unconscious, unresolved emotion. A lot of people mistake psychic attack for unconscious, unresolved emotion. There's a difference. Both exist. Also, whenever I talk about the spiritual war, whenever you see me talk about warfare, I'm not talking about something that's going to happen. I'm talking about something that is currently happening, a vibrational warfare that is really simple. It's the warfare that occurs when you fight to stay positive, not just to be positive only, but to maintain balance over any negativity from yourself and from other people. So, if you don't believe in psychic attack, if you don't believe that you have negative projections coming at you from other people, principalities in higher spaces, invisible spirits that literally prey on your ignorance and wait until you're negative, then you're lacking. You're lacking. And you're really, 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 really going to get screwed, because this is the week we enter the dark, and this is the week we claim back. Look death in the face and make it yo biatch. Spiritual attack is different than unconscious, unresolved emotions. And this first week, we're going to resolve these unconscious emotions. Many of you are really psychic. Your unconscious can pick up with the collective unconscious and gain insights and understanding about how other people think and feel about you. Juxtaposed to your ego, this will feel like a blow, but some of you can feel that that's being projected to you. Go back to the peace talk that I had with Savon. Some of you may feel like that's being projected to you from other people, when it's really just your inner self showing you how you feel. This is an opportunity to regain back your power so that you don't necessarily let any of that get to you. I'm not telling you to sweep it under the rug. I'm not telling you to forget about it. I'm telling you to stand in your strength. Embrace your insecurities just like you embrace your strengths, and this will not be a problem. Okay? We've had a year of exposure, like Nikita said. The sun is going to go over everything Jupiter went through, and we're going to really gain awareness of everything that's been exposed and recap. A lot of crazy stuff. A lot of not sick and twisted stuff, because they're just symptoms of the lack of connection we have with the divine. That's why, like, it doesn't really help to judge, because any kind of symptoms you see is the collective unconscious disconnect with not just true divinity, with authenticity that we're working through. And this is all coming out so that we can transform it. You could throw someone under the bus, but they're being used by dark forces. They have to take responsibility for their actions. And this is what I mean when I say psychic attack versus unconscious, unresolved emotions. The reason why I'm not afraid to talk about war. Sometimes when I talk about, oh, we have a war, some of you take that too personally. Some of you think that I'm fear mongering. I'm not fear mongering. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not here to give you uplifting, positive messages. I'm here to tell you the gritty truth. I talk to Cancers. I talk to water signs. I talk to people who get gaslighted, gang stalked. They know this war is real. They can look in the spirits of people and see attachments attached to them. It's real. It's so real. A lot of people are asleep, because what's easier to do, to fight militant people or to sedate the masses so they don't even know that their energy is being pimped? The reason why I say this is because this is everything to empower you. When I talk about war, when I talk about battles, this has nothing to do with you being like, oh crap, what's the next projection going to happen? What's the next attack that's going to happen? Nothing can touch you. No demon can harm you. No negative spirit can hurt you. The disadvantage of those negative, evil spirits that influence your emotional body is that they need a physical vessel to operate through. And how do they invade people? How do they invade people? They invade people through unconscious, unresolved emotions. If you have bitterness in your heart, if you have guilt in your heart, the war is undercover, because so much has been swept under the rug, but Jupiter's going to Sag and it's bringing it all out, and everyone can get the smoke. Leading into Guild Wars, during the Divine Race, Divine RPG 2. If you have negativity in your heart, if you're not resolving bitterness, if you're not resolving obsessive qualities and tendencies, I myself am guilty of having some negativity that I'm purging. Some of us or all of us are. This is how they infiltrate. This is how any dark force can come through. A dark force cannot use a righteous person. A dark force cannot use someone who has fruits of the spirit. A dark force cannot use someone who is kind, who loves their fellow person, who detaches and allows people to live out their karma. When someone is hating on me, I don't look at it as just, oh, that person's hating on me. I might have done so in the past. It's deeper than that. I know that person's hurting because hurt people hurt people. I can add to the war and fight back and now make that person more easy to be possessed and used, or I can hold space and show that person love. I don't have to let that person take advantage of me, but instead of reacting negatively and continuing the cycle, it's so simple, but people don't do this. Instead of reacting negatively and continuing the cycle, I let go. I don't even let it faze me. I just keep on doing good. If I have an opportunity to act towards that person, it's in love, because dark forces cannot stand love, period. Listen to anybody who tells you that's stupid, because people won't tell you with their mouth that it's stupid to spread love to people. People are definitely going to just act like with their actions that they have to react for it. And I'm not going to stop preaching. I got to tell the truth. This is the gospel truth. This is what you need to know moving into Scorpio, or you will get washed. We're hitting a Venus retrograde. Mercury is about to enter the Sagittarius, which is going to cross over Jupiter. We're about to get a sneak peek. So make sure you remember what we've been saying since Leo season. You have victory in your heart. You have an inner state of love. Don't let people knock you off of that to bring you down to their negativity. Shout out to the Triune Academy. I'm going to do an interview with Jack soon. And one concept they brought in are Trojan horses. Sometimes a Trojan horse comes through to try and bait you with negativity so that you fight, and now you open yourself to attachments. You can fight back with love, y'all. Love doesn't have to be something you enter in with flowers. Kumbaya, let me give you a hug. You can fight back with love. You can decide that you're not going to let this negativity drag you down. And open close, just like Wild Magi said, you're going to see this a lot. The people who are centered versus people who aren't centered, who are like, just think logically. How much sense does it make for events on the news to get people in their feelings? This is how much people are disconnected from source. People will watch the news. They'll see celebrities, politicians say things that are not connected to them. They don't know these people personally, but then they listen and add up to this drama. And then like people are building up stress. No, and I'm not one of those people who's like, I don't watch the news because it's only negative. You have to have your balance. Sometimes you need to stay in tune with the current events, but just be really mindful of the way people react uncharacteristically. It's not for nothing. This is subtle. Now, I'm just pointing out the base facts. In this infinite world, it's not to say that we're not progressing. So let me also not discount the fact that we have a younger generation of people who are more woke than the older generation. We have a lot of people stepping into their Saturn returns, breaking through. That's why I know nothing can touch you. As long as you have your core, nothing can touch you. And the message that I have for you this week is to really move forward and face your fears. Once we step into Scorpio season, we're going to have this full moon opposite Uranus, which is going to be so amazing. And shout out to the Nehru Hog. Talk to any child these days. They sound like adults. It's scary. It's amazing. Gypsy vibes is right. Detachment is key. Just like Nikki said. Shout out to Moonbay. So this is remember, I've been saying Libra season is victory. It's victory because whereas before you might have felt you had to hold back, you're able to express more of your authentic self in relationships. Even if you feel insecure, this is your decision to. Facing Scorpio season, there's a great darkness that you're going to have to face. Remember the final boss season last year in Capricorn? This is coming back. You're ready to fully face your darkness. Jupiter has expanded a whole year. We're stepping back and we're moving into it in Party City, baby. Okay. So really, really, really keep this in mind. You are going to face things. Shout out to Jeff Gumola. Around 1/4 of the people watching have liked this video. Let's get some more likes. Hit that like button, share this video, subscribe. Shout out to those of you who want to know. What's up, Avery Crane? What's up, Mastermind? Shout out to those of you who want to know who your soulmates are. Definitely subscribe to my Patreon. I pull some dope love readings. And outside of that, this week is going to be profoundly important for love because we are having a conjunction to Venus retrograde at the end of this week, technically on the 25th. And this is going to make us very aware of our shortcomings in love and very aware of what needs to transform. And it is through this that you're going to gain breakthrough. So it's interesting. Many of you are kind of running away because there's Venus retrograde is bringing up all the insecurities that you have in love. Any type of unworthy feeling or any misdesire or lack of desire that you feel is going to be challenged. Don't suppress this. Feel this fully. In the tarot, correct me if I'm wrong, Venus in Scorpio is the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is depressed. They've spilled milk. All right. One thing about Scorpio is that it brings out your weaknesses, and you're starting to really feel certain weaknesses that you have in love. And not really in love, in life, and how it applies to whether you can bring yourself fully in relationships or not. Some of you are more confident than others, but this is important because instead of suppressing that, you need to face that. You need to be willing to enter a relationship bearing your weaknesses and your insecurities. And for those of you who are very stuck on, meeting, any of you who are still looking for a twin flame, any of you who are still looking for a soulmate, you're never going to find them because you don't look for this energy. You don't wait for this energy. You meet, not even halfway. You both meet 100%. You will not meet your true soulmate if that person is not working on their path and you're not working on your path. So for those of you who are really, 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 really wanting to connect, ask yourself, how involved are you in your existing relationships? How involved are you with friends? Because for people who have soulmates, it's something that I noticed that's not really surprising. For people in healthy, happy relationships right now, they are friends to their friends. They actually connect with other people. They're not just waiting for some lover. They have other people in their life that they connect with. This is what's going to prepare you, and just let this come through. Everybody who usually hasn't found their soulmate or whatever yet, they're not living their purpose. They're either lost. And you have to understand, sometimes you have to be lost. Sometimes you have to just really chill and just let go of everything. The moment you let go of everything and fully focus is the moment everything comes to you. And you're not really labeling things and you're not really looking for things. So the reason why soulmates are heavy is because not only is this conjuncting Venus retrograde, is going to be trining Neptune in Pisces. However, let's get back to the unconscious, unresolved emotions. Okay. Shout out to Nika. We transmuted the shame, and now we can be with our friendships and life. All right. It's not the destination, like Shannon said, it's the journey. You attract your soul tribe when you let go, like Heidi said. You guys are killing it in the comments right now. So this is important. We're going to do a really quick ritual. This ritual is all about, it's what we did before. It's a coffin ritual. We're going to give you a sneak peek before we do the major clapback ritual. We're going to do a sneak peek, okay? And your homework is directly after this ritual, I want you to see what happens and comment down below. What we're going to do is we're going to direct all the negative energy, not all of it. We're going to save the rest for this clapback, but I want to show you some magic. You are going to be aware of who is on your side or not. We're going to summon Jupiter, we're going to summon Pluto, we're going to summon Saturn, and we're going to summon Mercury. Mercury is right next to Jupiter. They're both sextile in Pluto and Saturn, okay? And the sun is going to be on this. So you'll notice the effects of this spell like middle of the week once this goes into Scorpio. What we're going to do is we're going to harness Mercury's energy so it reveals to you who's a toxic influence in your life and who's really sending you negative juju. Trust the signs you see. They won't make the whole lot of sense, but trust it, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to send the negative intent to the coffin. We're going to do a special maneuver, which I'll leave vague for now. And that's going to bind that intent, which will bring back for the clapback spell. And we're going to invoke Mercury to reveal who this is doing. So let me not explain this weirdly. Let's just do this. So yes, let us now breathe down to our diaphragm. Drain all the negativity to Mother Gaia. Feel Mother Gaia taking away your stress. Activate the breath of life. Oh, yes. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter, Nutella, and jelly sandwiches. Breathe down to your diaphragm. Breathe out gratitude. I don't do rituals on laundry day. I feel you. T-Fam, it is not contradicting to read the Bible. I don't consider myself a traditional Christian, but I still read the Bible. I read a verse every day. You could read manuscripts. I could read the Quran too. You could read any book that's inspired. Okay, so great question. Don't think that's contradicting. So I want you to take your hands, guys. Keep breathing down your breath, down to your diaphragm. I want you to now feel negativity from the base of your root chakra coming up to your hands, coming up your body and focusing on your hands. Breathe it up and breathe it to your hands. You can see it as black mist. Okay, you could see it as however it comes. It'd be interesting to see how it comes and comment that below. And just let's take time to just bring this to our hands. Now I want you to imagine a black coffin in front of you. How big is the coffin? What does the coffin look like? And when the coffin opens, take your hands and channel all that negative energy in the coffin. Woo! All right. There's still more coming, but I want you to picture the coffin closing when you're done. And now I want you to envision a sword. Okay? Interesting. If there was anything in the coffin, that's very revealing. All right? This sword represents your truth. And when you wield this sword of truth, you can never know defeat. It is a sacred part of yourself. I want you to imagine and see the sword penetrating this coffin, and then see a white, bright light shining through it and purging the energy in that coffin. After you slam it shut, see the sword spinning. Ooh, I feel that transmutation. Woo! And now, after that, imagine that the coffin teleports to the sun with the sword inside, and just see it. Or before that, you can do that. You can do that, right? Good. Now that we've done that, I now summon Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and Mercury. Now that this negativity, the first level of this, has been sent away, Mercury, based on the negative vibrations we've put in the coffin, and this is just like an imaginative exercise. You can do this your own way. If you're crying, you're purging tears, most of which are not you, okay? Mercury, over the course of this week, with the power of the sun conjunction to being in the same sign, reveal through subtle cues who is a toxic influence in our life, who is projecting negativity. Keep this in mind, because whoever comes up, write that down. We're going to clap them back during the clap back spell. So the Scorpio season is going to reveal a lot, okay? Furthermore, now that we've emptied our vibe, it's not good to stay empty because stuff can come back. I want you to now envision the sun beaming down your crown chakra, coming down to your root and your feet, and filling your body with light. Feel yourself getting filled with the love of Source. And now the last part is, I want you to envision the live chat as a silver avatar. What we're all going to do is fill ourselves with each other's love and just embrace it. And then feel the love in your heart going into that silver avatar of the live chat and filling it with gold. Shout out to those of you whose crown chakra is throbbing. Rachel forgives and asks for forgiveness. Genius. And once we've done that, we're good. We have 369 plus people watching, and we all just filled ourselves with light. Okay. So this is great. Now, the reason why this is going to be a 5 of Cups energy, many of you are going to have a reality check. There are a lot of you who still believe that a specific someone is your twin flame or someone is your soulmate. Personally, if the person who you feel, if someone who you think is your twin flame or soulmate does not know you or has not acknowledged you as a twin flame, they are not your twin flame. A twin flame is not a specific person too, okay? It's a more abstract energy. This is so important because for those of you who want to connect with the soulmate, you actually just letting go is going to help. So the awareness here is going to take many of your preconceived notions about who you thought you were supposed to be with, who you thought you were meant to be with, the relationship archetype, and to release the projections. Many of you have projected your desires on someone. They make you feel a certain way. You have unconscious synchronicities with them. You may be playing yourself if you think that means that person is your divine partner. They are not your divine partner if you have not mutually acknowledged this. Yes, you can have soulmate relationships, soulmate connections with people, but the actual partnership is something that is duly acknowledged. Now, I understand some people may have imaginary partners. Some people may have lovers in their head. Nothing wrong with that. you're exercising your 12th house. Some of you, I might be your lover. I might be your spiritual hubby. I might be your spiritual F buddy. And that's straight. However, make sure you don't attach, because when you attach, you play yourself. If any of you are still attached to your idea of a union, instead of letting the universe manifest this for you, you're going to be highly disappointed this week. For those of you, all right, for those of you who let go of this, and you're walking into this releasing, even, and this, it's important to forget what you know, because a lot of the synchronicities could really just be unconscious ways your mind plays tricks on you. It doesn't, and see, there's a difference between having a connection versus someone actually being your partner, especially because sometimes the universe has to give you a model of your partner before you meet your real partner. But because you're so attached to something that's not working, right, you're blocking yourself. And some of you think that because you see certain patterns or synchronicities, it's an excuse, or it's onus to wait for someone. It's onus to actually attach. Don't attach. It doesn't matter what signs you see. Don't project them to the person, project them to the archetype. And this is important, especially if that person is your actual partner. The way you do it is by releasing it. It's counterintuitive, but this is how it works. Many of you are picking up on soulmate connections with people, but just because you have a powerful soulmate connection with someone doesn't mean they're your partner. And you want to enter this week forgetting what you know. You've seen the patterns, you've seen signs, you've been in a position where you've experienced stuff. You need to really just forget what you know. Keep what you know in your heart, but don't attach to it. That's all I'm saying. Trust your intuition, trust what you feel is going on, but don't attach to it. Some of you still make decisions. Some of you literally won't date other people because you're waiting for someone who you think is your twin flame to get the point. And they're never going to get the point because you're holding on. You're not releasing. You're not making that decision to let go because now you think you know. So that, I'm letting you know, nothing's being delayed here either. Before, we had Saturn square Neptune. So some of you weren't trying to attach. You literally had to project your illusions. Now it's sextiling. You can detach. Do not attach, or the Scorpio energy will disappoint you. Trust me, this is going to work with people who are actually your partner. The moment you detach and you're like, okay, because, and I'm not talking about stuff that's not working. If you feel someone is your partner, here's another homework. Here's another homework for you. And this is going to let you know for sure how real you are. Because you have to be really authentic here. Someone who you really feel is your twin flame or your soulmate, have that conversation with them. All right? Have that, because another side of this is a lot of you aren't really, taking risks. Some of you are just waiting for stuff to happen. It doesn't work that way. There's no gender roles. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, make that move. All right? This week, talk to that person. Be honest. Be willing to get rejected. A large reason why some of you aren't in relationships is because you don't want to get rejected. You don't want to share your heart. You don't want someone to be like, I don't really feel you. I'm sorry. Some of you know that. Some of you know they're going to do that because you feel it. And then you just make illusions in your head like, oh, well, they like me, even though they told you they don't. I have Venus in the 12th. I do that a lot. I'm notorious for that. I like to do it on purpose. I know how to use it, but still, at some point, even I can call myself out on my bullshit. All right? Take opportunities to date. I mean, unless you don't date, I feel you, Cat Space. But trust me, this week, be willing to get rejected. Go to the person who you swear This is the twin flame test. Any single one of you who feels someone is your twin flame, go to your twin flame. Stop trying to wait for the universe to magically make it work. Love doesn't work like that. You got to put in effort. Go to who you think is your twin flame or soulmate and tell them, hey, this is the energy I feel. Some of you won't do it. Some of you feel like you can't. They're not your partner then. There's no such thing as someone who's asleep and then they have to wake up. The twin flame or soulmate connection is a recognition. Okay. So it's like, be real. Be real. For those of you who do, you might find, oh, wow, this actually works. You might find they actually did feel some stuff because you had the courage to say. You might actually find, no, they don't. And if you find, no, they don't, free yourself. That person is not your special soulmate that you feel they are in your head. I'm sorry. But it's not. Then you owe it to yourself to really dispel this. Okay? Anyone who you feel is that special soulmate, talk to them. And if they do not connect with you, you need to acknowledge their decision. They're not asleep. They're not a dark twin. They're just not feeling you. And there are billions of other people. If you really think that you're not going to find anyone else in billions, you're lying to yourself. You're playing yourself. Okay? Shout out to Dominic. I'm going to hook you up with Rihanna. Shout out to Moonbay. Okay, shout out to Moonbay. The recognition happened and the connection is mutually agreed on. So the questions you asked earlier don't even apply to you. For people like Moonbay, who the connection has been acknowledged and both of you acknowledge it, you know who your partner is. You know who your partner is. Develop that. Okay. I'm talking about people who the connection hasn't been acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? Even for those of you who've acknowledged the connection, you're seeing it takes time. It doesn't just come. You know what I'm saying? Normally, some of those people are Pisces because Pisces taps into that vibe. But for those of you who like, this will be the best thing you could ever do. Just get it off your chest and see how that person really feels. And I'm going to be real. Some of you can get a reality check and it's going to feel like it hurts. But because you let it out, because you let it go, because you gave out that energy, it'll come back in a new form. What do you give? That's what you're going to get. Okay. So really keep that in mind. Shout out to Dara. She said, what's good? Oh, okay. What's good, Dara? I appreciate this shot shooting. What's up? I got love for y'all. Okay. I got that cat moon though. So, you know, anytime people shoot their shot, I get all 8th house walls up. Like, it's all good though. Other than that, shout out to Avery who said the sauce. That's the Scorpio energy, and you're gonna develop your own sauce. This Scorpio season is gonna be one of the best Scorpio seasons. Ooh, shout out to Chanel. I think you might be joking, but for those of you who have more than one person, shoot your shots. In a basketball game, you don't just shoot one shot. You shoot and shoot and shoot. And that's really the gist. Like, you know, don't go to as many people as you can, but be honest, because there will be that one who's like, yeah, let's try something. And trust me when I say this, there is like, I can feel it. Some of you are terrified. Some of you are literally terrified to kind of express your feelings because you know how it happened in the past. And it's not even just expressing your feelings. You're expressing it based on action as well. You're not just saying it. You're taking action to show this person, hey, what's up, shorty? What's up, shorty? I'm your man. I'm your guy. All right. I am the one. Stop looking at these other dudes. Come out with me. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to show you. I got my magic carpet. Okay. I got genies on deck. I know several Pisces. Like, spit your game. Spit your game. Venus is still in Scorpio. Go back to that transit talk I talked about. This is your opportunity to put the Mac on because we went through healing. Chiron in Pisces was healing us. And so you had to be disappointed. All right. But those past disappointments aren't going to stop you now. And you can only know if you do it. All right. And be in a position to actually express. I see you, Sharon. Great comment. Surrender. Surrender is your best friend. Okay. And please, for any of you who are doubting, like, I want you to comment a star emoji. I want you to comment a fire emoji if you know the universe has your back. If you have gone through serendipitous synchronicities that when you thought something wasn't going to work out, it ended up working out. That's not to say you haven't gone through challenges, but you've made it through your challenges. Like, we are a singularity moving at thousands of kilometers an hour on a rock orbiting around the sun, traveling in infinite space. Do you really think the universe don't got your back? Do you really think this all-knowing universal construct that literally has all the knowledge in the world has sent you spirit guides, the love of source consciousness? It's amazing how so many people can acknowledge that they have a destiny, that they believe in fate, but when it comes to manifesting things, we get discouraged. Why? That is a direct contradiction. You cannot trust the universe and then be like, where's my soulmate? Why isn't love working for me? I'm so fed up and tired. I don't have my dream job. It's called co-creation. Are you co-creating? Are you doing your part? Because let me tell you something. Every time you come 100%, the universe comes 200%, sometimes 300. Every time you come, the universe matches you, period. And so instead of really acknowledging and speaking into your reality the lack that you have, you must pray without ceasing. Praying without ceasing isn't necessarily getting on your knees and praying, which works too. Shout out to Eddie Griffin. He knows what's up. Praying without ceasing is taking action over and over, not doing the same thing, expecting different results, but working towards what you're ready to manifest. Always connecting with the universe, always moving forward. If it doesn't work out, it just wasn't the time. Keep moving. Adapt. Improvise your strategy. Nothing can stop you from manifesting what it is you want. Shout out to Nikita manifesting a cheeseburger tomorrow like a boss. You got the power, okay? And the moon this week is going to transit from Pisces to Gemini. Let us go into the Peace Mobile. As you can see, we're going to be trining Jupiter. And as the moon is in Aries, this is really oddly not spoken on as much, but we have a full moon. We have a full moon while the sun is at the end of Libra. We're having 2 full moons in a row. This doesn't technically count as a full moon, but it is opposite. So this full moon energy will apply. And we're going to see the extended mastery of how well you can bring your authentic self in your partnerships with others. And then, of course, we have Scorpio season on the 23rd. This day where we actually have these nuclear energies warring at each other is going to bring a lot of conflict to test how authentic you are during stressful periods. And then we have the full moon that you will remember for the rest of your life. This could very well be a full moon where, because you've released expectations and you're tapping into your inner core values, you manifest more than love. You manifest it all. And this is really weird to say because some of you watching have already manifested everything you wanted. So I'm not going to talk about it as you're just manifesting one thing. The moon in Taurus is going to really put a lot into perspective for you, because it's no coincidence that while we have it, it's on Venus retrograde. This is attacking directly the love in your heart. And we're ending the week off with the moon in Gemini. That's taking the intuitive nature of what you're understanding and bringing out your truth. You're going to come into a transformation of information based on how realistically you embrace your insecurities. So once again, it's very important for you to not only stay true, but to not necessarily let people manipulate you. The way the dark forces are going to work this week, like they do every week, is to really attack your weaknesses. This is why Scorpio murks the ego. When someone is too in their ego, a Pisces or Scorpio will murk them, because while you're so focused on your strengths, your weaknesses will get exploited. Versus if you embrace your weaknesses. Oh, Doris in that game. All right. That was sexy. All right. I like that. I like that. Shout out to you wall climbers and wall breakers. That's what's up. That's what's up. Anyway, yeah. Make sure you don't allow your weaknesses to get exploited. For those of you who have insecurities that you embrace, you're not going to let someone say that to you and let that get to you. It's something that you're willing to own up and acknowledge. Oh, I love Pisces moons. I always get along with them. So that's what's up. Oh, hell no, Nika. I ain't no divine feminine. I'm masculine over here, son. I'm hella masculine over here. Nah, honestly, it's not far from the truth. My chart is like 80% feminine energy, so my whole soulmate dynamic is a bit of a gender role reversal. Shout out to Gladiator and Sweats. I am more of a feminine male influence. I attract a lot of masculine women because they just find my feminine side too irresistible and delectable. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I still got the Mars and Aries. You know your boy still got some masculinity in him. It's all good, son. Anyway, these are stuff you own up to. And this is really interesting because at the very end of the week, we're having a sextile with the sun to Saturn. And this sextile is definitely going to allow you. K. Martin, I really do love them aggressive. I'm not going to lie. I don't mind aggressive women that know how to be aggressive and they're not just being weird and annoying. But yeah, show me you want it. Anyway, this sextile that we're going to have with the sun. Oh, you got your Venus and Aries. Oh, what's up, dog? Anyway, this sextile that we're going to have with the sun, that is because I'm from Jersey, huh? Is with Saturn is going to really make you very aware of the work you've done so far and who you can do it with. This is a partnership energy. It's going to bring together a team to really help you focus. And you really have to bring and focus from your core. We're going to really experience a lot of this evolution. But remember, all this Scorpio energy is squaring Mars in Aquarius. And the square to Mars in Aquarius, ooh, I love me some Libras. I do love me some Libras. Oh, yes. That's why this square that we have from Scorpio to Aquarius is it's really going to test and show how comfortable you are with other people's weirdness, with your own weirdness. The mistake here, oh, I see you, Jeff. The mistake here is to suppress it, because when you get Scorpio and Aquarius energy battling, it's very weird. It's very cringy. And the purpose here is to really stand in comfort out of your comfort zone, private versus public. Okay. And you can't be afraid to take weird action that exposes your insecurities, because when you do that, you own it. That's the purpose of the square. Mars in Aquarius wants you to be fearless with your individuality, and eccentricities lead to weirdness because it's different and it's an acquired taste. Aquarius, Scorpio are very much acquired tastes in the zodiac. Not like root beer, but so this is going to be such an empowering week, y'all. That's really all I have. With the Uranus hack, I want you to just continue. The Uranus body hack is to breathe down what it is you intend to manifest to your diaphragm and breathe out gratitude. Let's do 10 breaths really quickly. This is going to be very effective because the sun is going to oppose Uranus while the moon conjuncts it. So for those of you who do this, especially during the full moon, radical quantum manifestations. Okay. So let's do 10 breaths together. I'm going to try and go slower this time. Yeah. Gender neutrality in terms of energy is very wise. Okay. Because we all have masculine and feminine. Greetings, Nosh. We're going to do 10 breaths. I want you to envision the feeling of the life you want to live, how you feel, what it looks like. Breathe it in and then breathe out gratitude. The gratitude is affirming it. Okay. All right, let us begin. One. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Seven. 8. 9. 10. Shout out to Reverend Sharon Shaw in the building. How you doing? All right. We're going to draw the cards for the signs. Ooh, I feel great. For those of you interested in consultations and readings, you can order a reading down below. My website, thepeacedealer.com. I am still available for those. For those of you who want to hit me up on Instant Go, they changed the format so you don't get per message. If you want to shoot me text messages because you want me to pull cards for you, hit me up on Instant Go. It's only for the iPhone. For those of you who don't have iPhones, because it'll be on Android soon, email me which one you want and I'll give you a quote. This is great for those of you who want 10-minute astro reports. If you want 10-minute 3-month astrological transit forecasts, I got you. I have super natal chart reports if you want to know your superpowers. Oh, that was very powerful, Avery. I agree. We all connected. Okay. And hit me up on Instango. For those of you who want like a card, I'll charge you maybe like anywhere from $5 to $10, depending on the question. I'll make it affordable. I got you. Okay. And for those of you who want to text me, you can hit me up on Instango. And other than that, make sure you also join Patreon, fam. We're growing. We're growing. I know you guys saw the end of the weekly peace report. You can see that, fam, we grow in numbers. Okay, so definitely amazed about that. I'm going to try and do a special event for Patreon, fam, and just create more goodies. So be a patron, whether you donate $1, whether you donate 1,000, join the family. Okay, we got you. So, Aries. We have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is the Sun in Aries card. This is no coincidence. This is saying this week, really make long-term plans, really be in a position to follow through with those long-term plans. You are developing greater intimacy in your connections with others, and you don't want to let the suppression from the world stop you from being more authentic, which you're the warrior. Taurus, Taurus moon, Taurus rising. We do have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is like an avatar that wants you, thank you, Wild Magi, that wants you to really be independent and entrepreneurial in your thinking. For some of you Tauruses, the King of Wands could be a Leo or actually someone who you'll be working closely with, who's going to complement your energies. And the Scorpio energy is going to activate your 7th house, which is going to really structure your beliefs around how you should be with others in relationships based on what other people give to you and what you give to and what you both receive. Gemini, Gemini moon, Gemini rising. We do have the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is really saying to have discernment with who you engage with and with what you tell people, because there may be more people trying to extract information from you for gossip than really is coming at you correctly. Also, for certain endeavors you get into, keep it to yourself and find ways to work creatively on your own, okay? Cancer, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. Ooh, we have the Star card. The Star card works with the 7 of Swords to expand consciousness. So I really do feel like Gemini and Cancer are linked. Cancer, this is talking about dreams coming true. This is talking about healing, rejuvenation, and a miracle that will really let you remember that you do have angelic forces on your side, okay? And that you're going to gain signs all week to restore your hope and faith, because you guys are getting attacked really hard. This Libra season was pretty difficult, dramatic, the whole shebang. Leo, Leo moon, Leo rising. We do have the 6 of Swords. This is definitely talking about transitioning, especially when it comes to developing long distance connections. You are problem solving and distancing yourself from psychological trauma, negative energy. And as we end the week, you're going to catch more W's. Be willing to talk out solutions with people, okay? Virgo, Virgo moon, Virgo rising. We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is saying to take a professional approach to what it is that you do. We need them Powerball numbers, though. To not only take a professional approach, but to think logically. Similar to Taurus, Virgo, the Queen of Swords is a Libra, a very intelligent woman who's going to offer you her advice. You may not like it, but it's going to be very practical, and you like practicality, okay? So find a way to work with this woman. Shout out to the men. This could be a very powerful sexual interest. Libra, Libra moon, Libra rising. We have the Ace of Cups. Look at that. This could be from a Virgo. This is talking about new love. This doesn't have to be romantic. This could just be a feeling of love you have for a friend that's genuine. but this is definitely talking about psychic breakthrough. And this is definitely also talking about opening your heart up to new love. There's nothing you have to do. This is going to be a new phase. And this is an awesome Libra. This is like the gift of finishing Libra season for you. And this has everything to do because you have now updated your own characterization of yourself. You've come with your solar return and you're stepping into yourself more powerfully. Hashtag $1 billion vibe tribe. Scorpio, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. Shout out to Chris. If your emotions have been heavily sad out of nowhere, this Scorpio energy is having you channel because it's connected to Neptune and Pisces, which is collective unconscious energy. So a lot of you guys are just feeling a lot of how intense the country you're in energy is. A lot of you are feeling the world's negativity, and it's kind of scary because many of you are evolving. And what comes with this evolving, Scorpio especially, this applies to you, you're feeling everyone else. And it's weird. That's what makes this Mars and Aquarius weird. It's like, what do I do without offending someone or making someone sensitive? And Aquarius is like, be original anyway. Okay, so great question, Chris. And Scorpio, we do have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands wants you to bring the heat, bring the passion. The Queen of Wands is honestly one of the sexiest queens, if not the sexiest. Well, the Queen of Cups is the sexiest, but the Queen of Wands is the hottest. Okay, so this could be an Aries woman. This could be a friend or a lover who approaches you this week, Scorpio, and wants to see what's up, but probably is going to really push you forward to your goals and be a positive influence. Sagittarius, Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius moon. We have the party card. If you party, better invite me because I'm trying to party too. Shout out to Ashley Kim. We do have friendship. We do have connections. There's going to be exciting news that you gain that is really going to have you look forward to Jupiter getting ready to come in your sign, and Mercury especially. Capricorn. They always partying, Jeff. They always partying. Capricorn moon, Capricorn rising. Woo! Oh, shit. We have the Five of Cups. Capricorn is like an Eeyore ass looking boy. So, I mean, you just might be in melancholy and depression. This might not even be you, Capricorn. This might be someone who is stalking or trying to get with you, and they're just like sad that they'll just never get with you ever, and you're just gonna curve them for life. But this could be you, Cap. I think there's certain disappointments that you're gonna have to get through, and it's up to you, Cap. Like, you can either stay depressed or you can acknowledge it and move on. Okay. I get the sense that this could just be a slight disappointment. Just like OJC said, Cap, stop letting people bring you down. Don't think that this whole week is going to be depressing. It's not the whole week. It's just a central theme. Because I even pulled it in the weekly cards for the Patreon. So I think you're just going to be at the epicenter because it's Pluto. And it's a Venus and Scorpio card. Aquarius, Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising. We have the Judgment card. Ooh, be careful of Aquarius, guys. They're going to be pulling everyone's cards. They're definitely going to be pulling the Judgment card and just, well, personally for you, Aquarius, you're awakening and changing your consciousness. And you're going to find that the reevaluation of your whole life allows you to see where you've taken everything you've done so far. And in that moment, you see the next way forward. Right? That's what this card means. Aquarius, you are going to pull people's cards. Like, I feel you're this person. You're just going to call people out. You still have the God of War in your sign. So you want the smoke. You might act like you don't want the smoke, Aquarius. You ready for the smoke. You've been wishing a bitch would for weeks. And I think this week, someone's going to would. Okay? And you're going to blow the trumpet. And it's going to be Judgment Day around you. Okay? And Pisces, Pisces moon, Pisces rising. Be very careful about Aquarius this week. They're gonna be calling people out, companies out, corporations. It's gonna be interesting. And Pisces, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Pisces, this says do not get discouraged from something that you know is working, but it's taking time. The universe is slowing this down because what you're manifesting is so huge that the intricate kinks cannot be passed over. And you want this week is going to assure you whatever you've been working towards, a relationship, a career, this is literally going to be successful. You're going to know that, but you're going to see the long road. You want to take this like a long-term investment. So this is a great card. Like Nikki said, poor Pisces, but this patience works in your favor. You're not really impatient like Aries, although some of you can be, but it's like developing things slowly as they need to. This is a very, very good. It's assuring that as long as you don't rush things, then you're straight. Okay. Shout out to OJC Astrology. It's not coming, love. It's here. When you plant your seeds, you don't wait for the fruit to deliver. It's there. You just have to water it. You have to nurture it. You have to come out, make sure no one's, so you got it. Like some of you have already manifested what you want. That's why it's such a good card. You just have to nurture it this week. Don't try and speed stuff up and just take your time. Okay. So congratulations. I'm going to pull the super chat right now. And the first one that I'm going to pull is for any of you who cannot donate, for any of you who don't want to tip, for any of you who can. This is for all of you. So for those of you who come through later, like, can I get a card? Can I get a card? This is for you, okay? The first is the Three of Swords. The second is the Ace of Pentacles. And the third is the Eight of Wands. The Three of Swords is talking about a sacrifice that you're making this week. And this sacrifice is like, I specifically see this as like sacrificing Yu-Gi-Oh cards in order to gain something new, in order to come into a mega card. Sometimes you have to sacrifice 2 cards. Sometimes you have to let go and separate certain things. And for some of you, this could be betrayal or heartbreak. Okay, there's a tool message. Some of you, this might happen with finance where you get betrayed on a business deal, but the intuition I have is following an important sacrifice you make, you're going to manifest something that is going to put you on an Eight of Wands adventure. What you manifest, you're going to use to seek deeper meaning. And this is going to require walking away from certain situations. The Three of Swords and the Eight of Cups, this week you're walking away from something, but you're moving forward with something new because you sacrificed for it. Okay, so that's it. Carrier and Pearl, message from the divine. We do have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is saying you are in a great place to give stellar advice to others. You're very focused mentally and you want to make professional decisions. Focus a lot on your individual projects. You're on fire. And you'll have help from this queen too if you need great advice. Channeled message for Chad Taylor from Pluto and from Mercury. The message for you is to be a lot more raw and intense with what you tell people, because your fire is honed to a point where you're speaking ether at the attachments on people. You're going to be speaking past people and just go with what you feel. Even on the surface, it doesn't make sense. You're talking to their spirit and your energy is co-creating to literally like ether dark attachments from people. Davita B, the channeled message that I have for you for the full moon week is to take risks that are centered around what you truly believe in, because this will allow you to connect with the universe on a deeper level and to show you that you have a greater core. It's something that you already know, but take risks concerning everything that you have to do, surrounded around what you believe should be done and what you believe. And we also have the Six of Wands for you, which is signaling your success this week and greater admiration. Khalil Lewis, with Jupiter in your 10th, you want to actually celebrate your successes. This is very important. The channel message for the Jupiter in the 10th transit. Celebrate your current successes and literally go out and physically celebrate successes that are yet to come. You celebrating what is to come is going to usher the energy in so amazingly. Miss Kiki, you are breaking out of your own insecurities, and you have been picking up with your Cancer moon what blocks people. So when you're around people, you pick up on their insecurities, and you're going to be opening people's blindfolds. So when you feel it, it's not your insecurity. You're picking up on what you need to tell that person so they bring out the blindfold in their mind, and you're going to be on it. Nika, cultivating patience in current relationships, allowing joy. Amen. The advice we have for you is the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Continue to be compassionate, continue to be emotionally mature. This King of Cups, Scorpio male or masculine or feminine male, is going to open up an opportunity, whether it's passionate or whether it's just something exciting. It's Scorpio though, so it could be talking about a new opportunity that pops up in 2 days. And we also have the Seven of Wands and the Two of Wands. Nika, you have very original plans that are unique to you, and it doesn't matter how weird it is to others. Stand up for them. You're going to gain success as long as you stick it through. Lily 626. We have the Magician, the Five of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. You have every single thing that you need to succeed. You want to take all your talents and go to competitive circles, because you're not only going to stand out. I got you, Nika. You're also going to be in a position to reach a peak state of bliss. There's success for you, but you have to actually be willing to brainstorm and clash your own personalities. Joa, the alien goddess. We have the Three of Swords and the Six of Cups. I get the sense it will sting first, and then it'll feel blissful. That's the message I have for you. You might have a connection with somebody that you bring up any resolved hurt, but then you go back to the innocence of the connection that you had because you directly, got to the hurt. All right. Crazy Bull, the channeled message we have for you is to know, especially with your Aqua Moon, you know what's going on. And in the Scorpio season is going to have you directly connect, and you're Scorpio rising too. So literally speak life into people. The channeled message for you is to just have channeled conversations with people so that this will bring out and stretch out more of your ability to tap into Mars on your moon and talk to people in channel. Instead of talking to them as Kara, talk to them as Crazy Bull and channel them and just watch people just be like, what? How did you know this? And it's going to teach you to be in a channeled state. She's actually a Taurus sun with an Aqua moon. But yes, it's going to teach you to be in a channeled state at all times, which you're already there, but it's just going to stretch it out. Binti T. We have the Fool card. The Fool card encourages you to let go of everything and embrace a new phase. The Fool card is ready to jump off the cliff. Got you, Crazy Bull. And this is going to be very amazing because this is going to inspire you with new opportunities and a new chapter of positivity. Okay. Leslie, I don't know which one of you just sent me very great energy. I just felt that right now. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Leslie, we have the Star. The Six of Wands. Ooh, go on with your bad self, Leslie. And the Three of Swords. So you're going to come into amazing admiration. Influential people are literally going to connect with you and really acknowledge what you do. And the Three of Swords is talking about the only thing bad about this is certain people are going to reveal their jealousy. There's going to be someone who is kind of salty about that. And it might be betrayed by their trust, but the good stuff is still going to happen. Miss Kiki, yes, we did do yours. Okay. I got a channel message for you. So it was really cool. Empress Daisy, message about transformation and soulmate. We have the Hierophant and we have the Death card. So there's a the death is transformation. And the thing about this is what's transforming is the status quo. how do you connect with your society and how do you connect with what's right? Because the religious influences are transforming effectively for you to be more authentic. The death card was about your soulmate. The transformation was about the Hierophant. What have you learned practically that you could use to aid your transformation? Because the more you go by the book, the better. Naneru Hog, the channel message for you is to stay grounded, but also stay objective. Don't allow certain people to help you take sides, and you, no matter how much you like someone, be unbiased, because this will definitely help you give the right advice and to stay objective once again. Dara, a love and work message. I got you. We have the Hangman and we also have the Eight of Cups. So the Hangman and the Eight of Cups is a feeling of surrender. I don't like the Hangman because, as you can see, it's like you're having to surrender to people say all the stuff they don't like about you. And this week is going to just kind of have you feel somewhat of a defeat, but it's not a defeat. It's just a surrender. And it's going to let you know what influences you need to walk away from, which will help you walk towards the right place during love and work, because the card after the Eight of Cups is the Nine of Cups. So you're walking directly to your wishes coming true. Dark Raw Indigo. We have the Hangman and the Death card, 12 and 13. This upcoming full moon is going to have you surrender, release, and transform. This is the surrender that Odin does to become his God self. So you're definitely going to find all the old purged from you, and it's going to be powerful. Miss Beavis, what do I need to know about Alex? We do have the Knight of Wands, which indicates a character trait of Alex, and the Seven of Pentacles. Alex is definitely very passionate, reckless in some cases, but adventurous. And it's interesting because it's saying despite this adventurous energy, there's a slow moving preparedness that Alex will be able to balance. It's also saying to be patient with Alex, because Alex is going through shifts that can cause him to act uncharacteristically, but you don't want to take personal and you don't necessarily want to end anything. Just be patient. And then what does my higher self have to say about the Benson trip? We have the Five of Cups and the Hierophant. So this Benson trip is going to kind of show you elements of stuff you've been taught that you're going to be disappointed in. The disappointment with the Hierophant is disappointment with traditional structures that have failed you. And I think this trip is going to show you that, but not in a bad way, in a way that you can, kind of let go more empowered. Sarah Rose, we have the Death card. There's transformation and death that's going to lead into new breath and a much stronger you. Okay. Inspirational touch. We have the 10 of Cups and the King of Swords. This amazing Leo in your life is here to experience true blissful love with you. And they're also an influence to make sure you're very objective. They're going to be the voice of reason in your life. Hit me with the flex. Fully fed artist. We have the 3 of Swords and the Page of Swords and the King of Swords. So you might be being spied on. Fully fed artist. Be careful who you're talking to, because someone is taking what you're talking to and they're gossiping to someone else. And I think if you had an intuition, it's right, but it might be coming through and you might find this pretty soon. Okay. Rachel, the channeled message we have for you is to trust your instincts and to leap forward on a decision that you're going to have the opportunity to make. Okay. Really move forward on something that you definitely, will feel like you're rushing to conclusions, but it's based on your truth. This is also talking about a young whippersnapper who's going to really hit you with a message, because the Knight of Swords is a message of truth, especially once the moon is in Gemini. Inspirational touch has a collective tribe card, so everyone show her some love. And the card that we have is the 6 of Swords. So some of you are developing relationships with some people who are out of state, some people who are long distance, and this is definitely going to connect a lot closer. Okay, so embrace those. Stellar, and you're just going to be psychologically distancing yourself positively. Stellar, we have the Page of Swords and again the 6 of Swords. So this furthers this message by saying that you're going to really gain information from someone who's far away from you, and they're going to alert you the truth of the connection that you have. Any long distance relationships, whether romantic or friendly, they're going to be developed greatly. Lena Joe, we have the Six of Wands. Walk with confidence, Lena, because you're going to gain admiration. People are going to really put you on a pedestal because of your talent, and you really want to own up to that leadership. Thank you so much, Zach. Much appreciated, yo. Diana Angler, what would I get? What I apply and when? We have the King of Wands, and we do have the Six of Swords. The King of Wands is a no, but you're still going to get what you want because it's really talking more about you being independent. The Six of Swords is Mercury in Aquarius. So we want to look towards when the moon's going to be next in Aquarius, Mercury, which will be in a few months from now, or actually Aquarius season. But this is really telling you to be more proactive with the applying. You will get what you want. Okay. Goddess Adorned. The channeled message for you is to really not take personally the negativity you might feel from others, because your energy is radiating a lot of positivity, especially with a lot of the work you've been doing. And so with that question, and I'm sorry, with that energy, it's going to cause certain people to react negatively to you. And you just don't take it personally. Just keep beaming your love. Okay. I mean, you know, don't let people treat you like a fool too. But yeah. Okay. Oh, Diana, I go in order, so I didn't see your second question. Especially if you did second, just be patient with me, guys. Like I see all the super chats, so I will certainly get to yours. Okay. As far as what your destiny is, Diana, we do have the Lovers card. Your destiny is to flow from your heart. This is going to involve really getting it. It's really actually your destiny is to matchmake people. Your destiny is to help people connect their mind with their heart and to be more open in love. Okay. Rebecca Resser, we do have the 10 of Wands and the Death card. This is the end of a certain element of, how do I say this? It's the end of a certain element of weight. I think you've had a burden on you for a while, and this burden is going to completely end, and you're going to drop all these wands. Okay. This is going to be very amazing, and you have to be willing to just let it go as well. Okay. Andrea Lentz, the channeled message that we have for you, appreciate you, Inspirational Touch, is that you really want to open up to a radical message of truth that's going to come your way. It's going to be pretty unconventional, but you'll know more so how to twist this in your favor, okay, in a way that works for all involved. But be willing to rush to the right conclusions, even before you have the right facts. Miss Bevis, what should I know about my main boss? We do have the 7 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. There is this weird element of having to stand up either to this boss or your boss having to stand up for some type of inner office politics, trying to get them down. This 3 of Swords is sinister, and it looks like your boss is fighting to keep their job, unless this is you fighting your boss. What's up, Christopher? Nicole, what is my purpose and why am I here? We do have the Justice card and the 2 of Wands. So your purpose is to regain balance. In every single relationship you're in with someone, you're going to have an opportunity to not balance for them, but provide the opportunity and perspective to balance out uneven energies. How do you get onto the path? Is to write down your list of goals. Really plan out what it is you want to do. What are your original ideas? Take your time with this as well. Okay. AZ, good luck on your paper. We do have the brainstorming card. So find a friend you can brainstorm ideas with, or you can go online and go on some forums. This is specifically brainstorming and clashing personalities. This will definitely help you with great ideas. Okay. If you can get peer reviewed or anything too. Mary Shaw, we have the Death card for you. The Death card is talking about this Taurus rising energy being transformed with this full moon. So prepare for something to end powerfully this week, to lead way to something new. What does the end of the year bring for me? Melissa 111. We have this Scorpio and Gemini. So it's going to bring an actual man into your life who I think is both emotionally mature and also quick-minded and intelligent. Whether as a friend or a lover, it's going to be a message of compassion that's going to warm your heart. And it's going to speak of greater emotional strength. Damien D, we do have the 5 of Pentacles and the Wheel. You have gone through a period of lack, whether emotionally or financially. This is going to change. Be willing to push your luck. If you've had any bad luck financially, this is going to shift this week, and you're going to find that this no longer is an issue. Natasha G11. We have the 2 of Pentacles and the King of Swords, which is saying to stay productive, but also stay objective. You're really going to, whatever it is you're hustling on, whatever it is you're doing, you're going to become an authority and an expert. So keep on doing what you're doing. You're being guided by the right forces, okay? Cause space. We do have the 9 of Cups. So what you need to hear is, what's your wish? You're not only granting wishes, the sun is shining down to make sure you are satisfied with your sexy ass, okay? Pardon me. But yes, this is definitely talking about wishes coming true. Make a wish if you want to, and all of them coming true. So really feel what it is. Feel it like it's here, because it's coming and it's here. Mercedes. We have the Fool card. So this is a new love. This is going to be someone who's not traditionally your type, but you want to open your mind up because they're going to give you new experiences, and it's going to be fun. Love Goddess. We have the Death card for you too, also signaling transformation. And so be willing to let go of what ends this week. Sharon Iana, the divine message is the 7 of Cups. Make sure you don't necessarily get distracted. Oh my God, Melissa, can you write? I was not breathing. Make sure you don't get distracted, Sharon, by forces. It looks like dark forces are going to try and distract you with temptations and stuff that glitters. Make sure you stay focused and turn this around into creative visualization in your favor. Be careful of internet addictions as well. Nicole White, we all disappear sometimes. You have resolved old hurt. Once you resolve old relationship or romantic pain, this is immediately going to lead to a new or fresh soul connection. And it's like through resolving this, you're able to connect even greater. Darlene, we have the 3 of Swords for you. Prepare to deal with any harsh betrayals or separations that will lead way to greater strength for you moving forward. Okay. Sharon Andrea. We have the King of Cups. I love pulling cards for you because it's so almost weirdly on point. Like, we know who this is. And we also have the Empress. So I see this as you and him establishing your sacred partnership in some sense. And you're feeling this energy in the higher realms as it comes down. The Empress is a greater abundance that you're going to connect with this person too. I feel like the imagery will speak to you, but the King of Cups is directly your DC, okay? Emily Gear, but the image I saw was like the king and queen sitting together. So this is a great sign. Relationship advice, Red Hound Reiki. We have the Queen of Wands, the 7 of Cups, really the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, okay? The relationship advice is you're going to attract your natural match. So you're meant to match his fire. He's meant to match your fire, okay? And this is very important because this is going to be someone who you're able to stoke each other's passion with. And the more independently focused you are on what you're doing, the better for the relationship. Moonbay, advice for combating a dark entity. The 7 of Pentacles and the King of Swords is saying you're fighting the long battle. You're fighting a very dark entity because Moonbay, you're helping a lot of people. I remember the readings you give me, which I get the sense that you don't really give yourself too much credit. Like, you know, you're good, but I don't think you're really aware of how powerful your readings are. And this dark entity is trying to like get you discouraged. And it's saying to take the long approach. Your spirit guide is like this King of Swords that's giving you very wise battle advice, and you're going to be fighting the long battle. So don't think it's going to end quickly, but you do have the victory. You want to be objective. This dark entity wants to get you in your feelings and to have you react emotionally. But what you're going to do is just react objectively and assess it calmly, because it's not a smart entity. It's just more petty and deeply emotional. You literally have a whole coven that's jealous of you too, Moonbay. And you on your own are taking on a whole coven. Like, you're that spiritually connected. Okay, so badass. Everyone, send some loving protection and help to Moonbay as well. And our Amazite channeled message. Okay, as far as getting into grad school, I'm getting that it'll be great to look into scholarship opportunities, but to do something different. Okay, not only to do something different, but like, and I'm not saying to go above and beyond, but you want to, especially if they have any parts where they're like to write a special essay, you want to do something involving video. Let them get a visual of you and really speak your message so they get personally tuned. If you can make them laugh in the application, you're in. Okay, so they know you're authentic and you're serious. Parita Patel, how's my week gonna be? I got you, Moonbay. We have the Ace of Pentacles. There is a new income stream that you're going to manifest. Ooh, a grounded beginning for love too. This new income stream is going to connect you with your heart and mind. So this is going to be a very productive week. Take advantage of any new income streams as well. Okay. K Martin, we do have the 9 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. Magic wow. So have you had any wishes about love? You're going to attract a mutual lover that it's going to feel like your wish comes true. Not only do they love you like you love them, but it just feels amazing. And who knows, you might make some great money together. Okay. It's so funny. I would love for you. You're like, I want money though. I want money too. It's all good. Sugar soars. Okay. Your soulmate might be loaded. Sugar soars, we have the King of Cups and the Chariot, which is saying that your emotional strength and compassion is going to build momentum. Carry that momentum forward. Do not give in to immediate gratification and come and get this W. Congratulations. Birds. Twin flame soulmate confirmation. Your soulmate is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a very active, independent, powerful man. Okay, it's an entrepreneur. They're influential. This is a twin flame card. So the King of Wands, that archetype, it's a Leo card, but it could be Aries, Sagittarius. They carry this Fire King strong archetype. So I hope that's confirmation. Something in the system. Am I staying true to it? What important things should I know to continue on it? You are staying true to the path. You need to stay patient. You are on the path, but know that this path is your whole life. So take your time. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. As you're buying time, this is going to slowly bring the right teammates who you can work with on your path. And also the 7 of Swords. Be careful who you work with, you can trust, because you definitely want to keep certain elements of the secret. All right, like secret projects. KBS, I feel a new beginning. Yes, we definitely have career. For the career, there's going to be great management of your finances. For relationships, there's going to be a lot of happiness. Okay, so this is very amazing. This is going to open up a lot of optimism for you as well. Melissa Kin, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is encouraging you to be very excited because you're going to receive very exciting news this week. It's also encouraging you to do things you don't normally do as you bring your sexy back in a very radical way. Nikki, we have the 7 of Swords, okay? This is saying to be very mindful because someone is not necessarily being as honest with you as you think they are. I also got this as a clarifier with the King of Swords. Either this King of Swords could be acting like they know more than they do and they're deceiving you, or it's saying to work secretly with this King of Swords. It's a double message. Layla Jade, the love message for you is the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, Layla, we got the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, and what's under this? The Strength. So your love is with your sacred partner. The Magician, Strength are like sacred partners. They both have the infinity. You both bring the best out of each other. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying fate is going to bring you together unavoidably. It's like you're both going to be at the right place at the right time, and you want to push your luck. When you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have a lot of luck. So push your luck when it comes to meeting or being out there, okay? Chas, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is saying to stay patient with the way that, oh, nice. Resonates with Coffin Ritual. It's saying to stay patient with the way you are dealing with certain people. And the channeled message to kind of apply to this is that there's a slow death going throughout this whole Scorpio season. Instead of like a quick death, it's going to slowly transform, and you just want to nurture that process. What do I need to purge and sacrifice this week? We do have the Fool card, Lisa, the Fool card and the Hermit card. You could either be coming out of your Hermit phase, but I get the sense that you don't have to sacrifice anything. Lisa, you just need to open yourself up to new experiences, new adventures, especially, congratulations, Layla, especially with the Hermit card, because this is definitely talking about you coming out with more unique individual ideas. So purge or sacrifice anything that doesn't acknowledge your individuality. Congrats, Layla. I have a feeling that you've always known this person too. Russo Van Ruyen. We have the Three of Wands. This is saying to get excited. Don't worry about any depression. That's going to leave. Get excited about long-term plans you're making, because your ships are coming in. The stuff that you need to move forward and the resources are coming. So get excited about these plans, because they're going to be more successful than you expect. Okay. Caroline Ledick, the channeled message that we have is your coins are coming in. It resonates with this too. You're going to have a lot more money to save. The more you can save, the better. If you don't, put a lot of money into your savings account, because it's going to really work out by Capricorn season. What's the move for me? By K. Malik, we have the Death card. Stop what you're doing, prepared to surrender and transform. There's a definite ending that is occurring this full moon. And as far as a soulmate, we have the Hierophant. You really want to ask yourself, what are your rules on marriage? What do you feel about marriage? You want to actually get straight with this. Do you want to do this? Do you not want to do this? Because this is going to allow you to connect with someone who's probably more traditional. Your traditional views on relationships will affect how you connect with a soulmate. And your soulmate may be this Hierophant individual who's like a teacher or a pope. T-Fam. I mean, there's only one pope, right? But, you know, a very spiritual religious influence. T-Fam, the channeled message that I have on love for you is with these cards. Love is going to come quickly. This is Mercury in Sagittarius. Mercury is going to be in Sagittarius next week. Once Mercury enters Sagittarius, your wishes are coming true. So the channeled message for this week is to send out to the universe, what does the love you want feel like? What do you want in love? Because that wish will come true next week very quickly. Darlene, can you give me insight around Walter? We have the Ten of Swords. It looks like Walter's defeated right now. Walter might have given up on something, but he needs to realize that this could be you, or this could be a facet of him. Not everything's over. Something that's small is what he actually, some kind of income stream that's small, some project he's working at. If he turns around and looks at that, it could revive him and pick him up. Okay. Casey Hempel, $1 billion it is. We have the Three of Wands. There are long-term plans that you can build the road to get that. So what are some plans that you really want to move forward? Really commit to those, okay? Your ships are coming in. Betsy Medina Iffy, do I need to get out of the relationship I'm in? No. Work it through. Find a way to work together. Thank you, darling. Find a way to work together with this partner. This is the perfect time to work with them now that Venus is retrograde, and you're going to gain greater chemistry by addressing your conflicts and getting your sense of teamwork together. Okay. Sanaa. So for you, we have the Justice. For him, we have Death. So this is the Scorpio. This is the Leo Libra. Even though you're Gemini, Leo, this is connecting with the Libra energy with you. This is talking about really balancing his intense energy. Both of you carry these major cards. So it'll clash, but it'll work out. It's a Libra Scorpio card. It's talking also about the balance and the power dynamic between you two transforming. So stay fair and stay accountable and hold him accountable as well. Donna Rollins, Spirit wants you to know that you should come from the heart. Be artistic, express yourself emotionally, but also express yourself in a very grounded and not just grounded, but authentic emotional way. Your artistic quality will attract such an artist that will talk to your soul. Gaby, what's good? Gaby Burrito. We do have the Magician and the Knave of Wands. This is talking about you developing a new technique. You're going to win this week. This is you manifesting your intent and getting excited about what you manifested. So if there's anything that you're wanting to manifest, you have everything now that you need to do it. So get excited because you're going to receive exciting news for you. Cynthia, we have the Death card. This relationship, whether good or bad, is going to transform your whole world. So be prepared. If you're ready for everything to change and transform, then move forward with this new relationship. Okay. Laverne Forrester, we have the Two of Cups. Mutual love is here for you. Appreciate you, Damien D. Mutual love is here for you, especially if you are single. This is going to bring you a very powerful love. If you're in a relationship, it's going to add more deeper connection. Okay. A Marshall, I just pulled the card for your lawyer right now. This is the King of Swords. He canceled on me. Tomorrow, X out accusing me of stealing his car. I just won't go back home. Go to court and stand in truth. I even have the Four of Swords and the Six of Wands. So there's favor in your side. Okay. As long as what your ex is accusing you of is not true, you will win the case. Okay. If it is true, then just turn yourself in, but go to court because I have a feeling that you will be good. Should you be innocent? Okay. Love Cruz, any divine wisdom and guidance? You're being watched. You're being watched. Know that your plans are being watched. I don't think they'll be copied, but just be very, very I'm sorry. Just be very, very mindful. Like your ideas I don't think you're sharing your ideas, but certain people are watching the moves you make. I don't think it's bad spying too. Just keep that in mind. Know that people are looking up to you as well. Swirly 777. We have the Four of Swords and the Knight of Swords. There's going to be a calm conversation that's controversial, but if there was any tension, the Four of Swords is talking about a more calm connection between you and this person. Okay, both of you are going to be able to clear your heads together and then come into a stunning conclusion. The Aries will give you a message that'll kind of heal you. Mara Reed, we have the Seven of Swords and the King of Cups. Mara, there's a Scorpio dude who's sending spies on you. Okay. Someone is reporting what they're doing to you to this King of Cups. So be very, very, very mindful. Okay. And look. You already know. You're already skeptical. I think you know who this might be because you have your guard up around them. So I hope this is confirmation. Ooh, shout out to E-Rock, a day oneer. That's what's up. Annie's 1111 channeled message about my twin flame journey. The first is to know, trust your intuition. And when it comes with this intuition, your twin flame, the twin flame journey is connecting you with different people. And I don't mean romantically. Everyone in your life, you're gaining and sharing a twin flame spark with them. And as you align and resolve the relationships with them, this will bring you closer to the soulmate, okay, who you'll share this twin flame journey with. What's the past life story with those two cancers from Caroline? We have the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Cups. We have shadows here. We have shadows here and gas, and then literally money coming out of thin air. So the past life story with these two cancers involved getting caught in illusions, but through realizing what isn't gold, realizing that the gold they have is within them. It kind of sounds corny, but it's important because this is carrying on this life instead of looking for stuff to go within. All right. Ooh, Zach Mount. Congratulations on releasing that video, especially during the end of Libra season. That's a genius move. Okay. Rachy Pants, what's up with my money? We do have the Eight of Pentacles. Work for it. It's actually talking about helping you gain jobs that are meaningful to you. So you're going to come into a lot of money. And we also have the Knight of Swords. So I think that someone can come to you with a message, an encouraging message that will put you into more money. Okay. This is great that we got the Eight of Pentacles because this is assuredly talking about you stepping into greater wealth. Okay. Through, of course, you working through something. It's not going to come to you, but you'll be able to work your job situation, especially if you're looking for a better job. It's going to come to you. Miss Bevis, what do I need to know about the cigarettes I smoke? If you smoke too much, you may possibly get cancer. I really don't know how to answer this. I can pull a card, but we do have the Nine of Swords. There are certain dark forces attaching through the cigarettes that add to your anxiety and stress, even though, and I got the Eight of Pentacles again as well. So any, if you're trying to quit or stop, it will work out. If you also focus on something passionate to get over the cigarettes. But yeah, Melissa Kin, any abundance coming? We do have the Ten of Swords. So yes, it's behind the world. I think if you're avoiding defeat, instead of avoiding something that might be scary or defeating, once you address it and you go through this loss, the abundance is going to come. Okay. Kelly Faber. We have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is saying your ships are coming in, and coming with the Two of Wands, it's saying that taking action on your original ideas and plans are going to put you into success. You're in the beginning stages of this, and this is going to be very powerful. So write down on a list of things you're willing to commit to. For example, the Three of Wands for me, this week, I'm going to finish the Moon series. I'm going to bring back World War Zero, certain plans when it comes to production that you could work on and you could create that will bring your place in the world. Amanda Bourne, this move is a good idea. When it comes with the Two of Swords, anything that you're choosing, because this is a Moon and Libra card, make sure you choose objectively. Don't let any fears get into the way. No matter how much you feel about it, make sure it's a logical decision. And Joe Wilson, we do have the Four of Wands and the Queen of Wands. This healing business is going to bring great news. It's going to be a sanctuary where people obviously can come to get healed. But the thing is, the home, the actual physical location is going to manifest magically with the help of this Queen of Wands. She's a very vibrant woman who you're going to be working with in this business. I feel like that might be you, because I see your profile picture and you're very energetic. So this is also going to bring out more of your individuality. Okay. Thank you guys so much. This was really lit of a weekly talk. As intense as this week is, this is also going to be very positive. So enjoy. You guys stay blessed as always. And until next week.